And welcome to West Ham Fan TV's big match preview in association with Bet Victor, previewing a big game this weekend, Manchester United versus West Ham. West Ham going away to United, and we have a bit of a torrid time up there. We don't do too well up there, but this season I think could be the season it all changes. Going into the game, looking at the stats of the two teams, the form guides, last 3 games, Man United have got 2 wins and a draw, drawing last time out against Crystal Palace 0-0. They don't score a lot of goals, Manchester United, so West Ham, if they keep their defence tight, this could be a game where they can keep a clean sheet, the first clean sheet for a little while, but they don't give much away either, so we've got to be on our game now. West Ham obviously coming off the back of a draw against West Bromwich Albion, a loss against Tottenham and a draw the last time out, so 2 draws and a loss. We're not in great form, but I feel Man United are there to be gotten at this week. The last 6 encounters between the two teams, Manchester United won 4 times and withdrew 2 times. West Ham picked up no wins, but this is a different LVG side. You know, this is a side. It's not a Ferguson team. It's not even a Moyes team. This is an LVG team. They don't attack much. They don't attack much at all. So definitely there to be got at. We haven't produced a win up there for the last 3 games that we've been up there. We've lost every time, but we've got some great wins on the road this season, West Ham, and could this be another notch on our bedpost? Looking at the key players in terms of the games, obviously Diafra Sakho picking up an injury last week, so we'll have to go with Carroll up front. But look, in the terms of midfield, that's where the battle's going to be won and lost. We've got Manuel Lanzini, who has been absolute revelation this season, playing out of his skin, picked up 4 goals and an assist this season. Mauro Zarate, who also has stepped up to the plate in terms of goals, he's scored 5 in his last 6 starts, and he's really pushing for a start. So I think he's going to produce big things this weekend. In terms of Man United, the ones we've got to look out for, Anthony Martial coming, explosive start to his season. He hasn't scored in about 9 games now, so he's not doing too great. But, you know, every team that plays West Ham, they'll look at that fixture because it just seems a player that hasn't scored a goal for a while will look at the West Ham fixture and they'll definitely come up with one. So we've got to be wary of that. Juan Mata has been an absolute revelation for them this season. You've got to look out for him. He's chipped in with 4 goals this season. Probably the most productive spell of his Manchester United career. Came from Chelsea, big money of course. He's starting to deliver, and I know the fans rate him very highly there. Chris Smalling as well, playing in the defence. Man United don't give away a lot of goals, and he's one of the main reasons for that. He's been absolutely superb this season, but I think Carroll could give him a bit of a torrid time in the air. I think he could give him, as long as Carroll's on his game, he starts battering him around, he could sort of dislodge him from that defence, sort of shake him up a little bit. So that's where we've got to get at them. Set pieces, corners, things like that. You know, get amongst them and put the cat amongst the pigeons, so to speak. One stat that I've picked up this weekend is that Manchester United do 40% of their attacking up the left-hand side. Now, Cole Jenkinson's the right back, so that means wherever they're attacking, they're going to be facing Jenkinson. Jenkinson hasn't been in great form lately. He's been a bit shaky at the back. That's where they're going to get to us if they can. If it was me, if I was Bilic, I'd be bringing in Tompkins, who's performed very well at right back for the Arsenal game and a few games since. I'll bring him in, solidify that defence a bit. He's been brilliant there. And we can stop Man United coming up that left-hand side. Bearing in mind the 2 teams that are going into this, we're not great at scoring goals. They don't give a lot away, but they're not in great goal-scoring form either. Wayne Rooney isn't really firing. If I had to put a prediction on this, I'm going to let head rule over heart and say this is going to be a 0-0 draw, and it's going to be boring. Thanks for joining us for the West Ham Fan TV's big match preview. Don't forget to leave your score predictions in the comment section below, and go over to Bet Victor, where you can catch the Weekender show where they'll be previewing all this weekend's Premier League games.
The way Man United have been playing, quite still, being a Man United fan from London, on up to that.
Exclusive.
What are you laughing
It's standard, mate.
It's normal. I mean, I'm closer than they've got fans all over the world, in China.
Well, no, it's not long.
Quite local.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. But yeah, I think the way they've been playing, quite still, the passing game, the tempo's not been high enough, and Rooney's not been off form.